went with the 7.3 gas over the 6.7 Powerstroke diesel from Ford is because of payload. Diesel engines weigh quite a bit more than gas engines, and because of that, that's more weight that you're putting towards an engine and less weight that you can put towards a load in the back. When I first started looking into a 3/4 ton truck, the question came up, should I get a gas or should I get a diesel? And both those options exist because depending upon how you use your truck, one could be the better option for you. There's necessarily not like a right answer, and I don't think one's better than the other. It's more so how are you going to use your truck, and whether a gas or diesel is going to be the best for you. At the end of the day, I ended up with the 7.3 liter gas from Ford in their newer 2020 F-250. I think that really, for me, struck the right balance of capability out of the engine, power and torque that I wanted, but without breaking the bank on a diesel and some of the strings attached that come with diesels. Another reason to maybe go for a gas engine, it being lighter, it's a little bit easier to maneuver off-road. I haven't driven the diesel F-250, but I've seen from other people that have driven both, some car journalists, they say that off-road you notice the weight of the diesel up front. And I'm sure that it's not unmanageable by any means, and it's probably just as capable off-road, but it's more so kind of feel and what you prefer. Another reason that a lot of folks look at getting a gas 3/4 ton truck versus maybe a diesel 3/4 ton truck is just cost. The 7.3 liter gas is like a $2,000 or $3,000 option on the F-250 versus a 6.7 liter Powerstroke is a $10,000 upgrade on the truck. That's an enormous difference in price. And you have to consider buying DEF for a diesel, maintenance costs are more for a diesel. Diesel fuel costs more here, even though they're a little bit more fuel efficient, so it's a bit of a wash. And maybe in a very, very long run, if you're putting on hundreds of thousands of miles in a short period of time, the diesel may actually be cheaper to run fuel-wise, but for most people, including me, it was far cheaper to get a gas engine, run a gas engine, and maintain a gas engine. When Ford came out with the 7.3 liter, it really caught my eye because they had a good reliability history with the 6.2, and the 7.3 was promised to be even more reliable because it's a pushrod design engine. I'm not an engineer, but the way that it's been described is that it's a lot simpler of an engine, especially compared to a diesel with a DEF system, and because of that, hopefully, knock on wood, it should be a lot more reliable in the long run. If you own a 6.7 diesel, let me know down below whether or not you've had any reliability issues with the DEF system or anything else. At the end of the day, with the 7.3 gas, 420 horsepower and 475 pounds of torque is plenty of power. There's never a time that I feel like I'm slow in the 7.3 diesel or the 7.3 gas. I think that's a big improvement over the 6.2 gas, which was a very reliable fleet engine, but I think this is 7.3 is a little bit more fun to drive. While I'm very happy with my 7.3 gas engine, I have seen some car journalists describe this as being a really fast truck or it being a really fun driving experience, and yeah, I think it's a lot better than if you're comparing it to other heavy-duty gas engines of yesteryear, but at the same time, you know, it's definitely not, I'm not going to lie to anyone and say that it's a sports car. I think it's plenty for driving around, but I don't feel like I'm tearing up roads out here in my gas 3/4 ton truck. Now, the 6.7 Powerstroke is still a great platform. For people that need to tow all the time, that 1,000 pounds or over 1,000 pounds of torque, that's when that comes into play, and that's really going to be a benefit for you. I can see people that tow RVs, even if they don't live out of them, if it's almost all the time, or if you do a lot of towing for work, if all you do is tow horses to shows maybe, then yeah, the 6.7 diesel could be worth it to you. Now, for me, with the Tremor package and doing a truck camper and going off-road, it didn't seem to make as much sense to get a diesel, but that's not to say that it isn't the right thing for you. I think one great reason to buy a diesel is because they're cool, honestly. They like the sound of their idle. They definitely have all that torque. There's just something about owning a diesel that has an extra cool factor to it, and if that's the reason why you pick a diesel over a gas, then power to you. You know, I hope that you have a lot of fun with it. If you recently had to make the choice between a 7.3 gas or 6.7 diesel, or maybe a gas and diesel from any of the other brands, let me know what you ended up going with. And then if you think there's any other reasons you might go gas versus going diesel, please let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, consider liking down below. That helps us out. And then also consider subscribing if you want to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.